Hello. Welcome back in my kitchen. My name is Omaro Cadogan, and I'd like to show you how to turn some of the knowledge we have in functional medicine into actual cooking. How we can take some of this rather nerdy knowledge about nutrition, physiology, how the human body works, how you make it perform or get well again, and translate that into cooking that tastes so good you can't help yourself. So here I have slivered bananas and apples. Pretty simple, healthy, unless you overindulge. Certainly a lot better than all sorts of candy bars, ice cream, cookies, whatever. But what if we could make these a lot more interesting and maybe add just a little bit of extra health at the same time? So let's start with our banana slices here. Now, if you want to make them more appealing, more tasty, and add some health at the same time, you can actually turn or drizzle them with all sorts of things. So here I have cocoa nibs, so basically crushed cocoa beans. And of course, the cocoa bean itself is quite healthy. All the polyphenols are good for your cardiovascular system, also seem to be good for your brain and possibly your bones. So one thing you could do with your banana slices is actually to turn them or basically press them into cocoa nibs. So now you get banana with cocoa nibs instead. So there you actually have your chocolate and sweetness. Or, this one's maybe a bit more exotic. Here I actually have barley grass powder. It could be wheatgrass powder. Now, this is quite strong on its own, but if you actually take pieces of fruit and dip them, you get a really interesting flavor, because the fruit, whether it's a piece of banana, a sliver of melon, whatever, is sweet. The barley grass powder is kind of fresh. It's a bit astringent, a bit bitter, and it also has this mineral flavor. You can actually taste some of the mineral salts in there. So when you eat this, you're actually satisfying two of your primordial taste preferences, sweet and salty. And of course the banana is a bit creamy as well, so you might also get a bit satisfaction of your craving for something fat, because there's the same sort of texture. So you could also drizzle your banana with barley grass powder or wheatgrass powder, or for a bit of variation, here I have desiccated coconut flour, and then barley grass powder mixed into it. That's also a thing you can do. Or you can try some of these sweeter but still quite healthy freeze-dried powders you can get. So here I have freeze-dried beetroot powder, or it could be freeze-dried pomegranate powder, acai freeze-dried blueberry or cherry powder as well. So top your slivered banana or fruit or whatever with it. So that's one possibility. And for the guys, if you want to make your gal happy, what about we make some sort of rose sprinkles to put on our bananas or apples? So here I have actual dried rose buds. Now we need to turn these into fine powder. So I'm just going to throw them into a small electric coffee grinder, and I'll get the lid for it as well. And then of course what always happens is when you then about to record, your equipment won't work. So hold on a second. We're just going to shift to another piece of gear. If one thing doesn't work, you can always take something else. There we go. I'll use my good old bay mix instead. Shake it a bit up and down as well. So now we have rosebud sprinkles. So whether it's apple or banana, and you just drizzle it with a bit of rosebud, that should be quite romantic. The flavor is quite strong, so you don't want to actually cover the whole piece of apple, banana, pear, whatever you're having. like this is really good. It's kind of sweet, perfumed, aromatic. Absolutely yummy. Or maybe you like sort of very strong salt licorice. You probably don't want to look at the ingredients if you buy them pre-made, because at least here in Denmark where I live, most of the licorice products you can get on the market, even the ones that taste a lot like licorice, contain a whole whooping 3.5% of licorice. That's it. So I'll show you how to make something much better and how you can indulge in your craving for licorice and still be healthy. In fact, following your licorice craving might make you healthier. So here I have English licorice powder. So this is licorice concentrate. No, not made with chemicals or anything like that. But make sure you get licorice concentrate. You can also get ground licorice root like this, but as you can see, there's quite a difference in the color. And the ground licorice root has all the fibers from the licorice root as well, so it actually tastes a bit earthy, or sometimes almost a bit moldy. It's not moldy, but it tastes like that. So this is really good for tea, but I don't like using it for this, so we'll take some of our licorice concentrate, and then we'll add some dried ground ginger. Use about 2 parts licorice to 1 part ginger. Mix them thoroughly in a small bowl. And then take whatever fruit, apple or banana, and dip it in your licorice powder. It's quite strong, so you don't want to inhale whilst you're eating it, because then you'll cough a lot. Now I can indulge my craving for really strong, spicy, almost salty licorice, but in a much healthier way. The licorice powder gives you the licorice flavor, the ginger gives you the spicy, strong flavor. So, bon appetit.